Hey guys, what's going on? I'm coming at you with a Sunday morning video. So I did say yesterday, if you subscribe, you probably already know this, or you watched yesterday's video. Every Sunday I'm gonna start making stocks to watch, for the next coming week. So, excuse me. So yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do every Sunday. I'm gonna make it very simple and make it very easy to understand. I'm not gonna go in crazy detail to why I feel this way, but more or less just give people guidance where I'm thinking or where I'm gonna buy or what I'm looking at this week. I think that's kind of cool. So if you like this idea, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, let me know your thoughts. Subscribing literally takes 1 second. So if you do that, it's much appreciated. So stocks to watch April 2nd. So obviously we're going into the second week of April, coming tomorrow. So these are the 3 stocks I'm watching in particular this week heavily. So CRSR Gaming, I recently started buying this stock maybe 3 months ago, probably 2-3 months ago. Anyways, ticker CRSR. It's currently sitting at $33.52. I believe off the top of my head, the 52-week highs was close to like 40 or 42. So it has ticked down a lot recently. There's been no crazy news to why it is ticking down. So really just think it's the market just slowly bleeding down and correcting. Buying right now is below my cost base. My cost base is $35. So this is a stock I'm definitely looking at. It did the past couple weeks go down to the 31.30 range. So I do think it's going to go to that again. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for. This is like a stock, obviously I'm watching this week, but depending on what everything else does, I really might just have to buy it even if it's under $34 or it stays around this price. It's definitely something that I'm really interested in. If you've watched my previous videos, I am cash heavy right now. I have about 28% in cash. So I wouldn't mind deploying like 2% of that cash into my CRSR Gaming to drive down my cost base. However, I'd really like to see it around $30, $31. But again, that price is not bad. TrueLeaf, so ticker is TCNNF. I love the stock. I live in the East Coast area. So this is an East Coast company. They're mainly out of Florida right now. They're expanding all throughout the East Coast, mainly in the Northeast area right now. Or this year, that's their goal. They, it's a great stock. It's been sitting around $45 to like $50 a share recently. It's been at all-time lows in the past couple weeks. Close at Friday, it was $41 even. I really, really, really like this stock at $41. My cost base on this one, I believe, is 42 or 43. So this one is also below my cost base. It was also sitting above my cost base for weeks, and I didn't average cost up because I was just prepared for something like this to happen. I will consider buying the stock if it gets to like the 38 to like 40 range. I really, really like that stock. So this is a stock, if you look into it's super interesting. It's got a really strong balance sheet. They're profitable. They have like 80 stores in Florida. They're just a really great, they have a really good branding on the East Coast. So, and I think that might be the biggest player in the East Coast also, like as far as branding. So love this company, love that they're expanding, love this share price, to be honest. Lastly, Tattoo Chef, ticker is TTCF. If you guys have watched my previous videos, I've been buying this stock every week for the past 6 weeks. So small portions, 10% of my 10% average up or down of my cost base for the past 4 to 6 weeks. So it adds up over time. Like 10% doesn't seem like a lot, but if you do that 4 or 5 times, you basically just double down since you're like 6 weeks. So it adds up and it makes you feel better when you do it that way, because if it really dips down, you have buying power to really take advantage of it and buy heavier. So I like when a market is very, it's very level the past couple weeks. And I like that because it allows you to build a position, which is what I'm doing with this stock right now. So it closed Friday at $19.19. This is also below my cost base. So every stock here is below my cost base. And that is mainly why they're on my watch list this week, for me particularly, because I love all 3 of these stocks. I haven't changed my mind. I obviously want to build them bigger. I don't want to go too top heavy on Tattoo Chef. Like, let's just say of these three stocks, I have 80% of my weight in Tattoo Chef and then 10%, 10%. Like, if they're all below my cost base and they're all different industries, I'm probably gonna buy whatever one I think has the best risk reward, or whatever one has a lower percentage in downward. Like, so let's just say this one's, 5% down off my cost base, and this one is 2% down on my cost base. Well, I'm gonna probably buy this one because I think the risk reward, well, that's not true, but I'd probably buy both. I mean, it's such a hard thing to say because I feel like the MJ space has such a massive opportunity in the next decade where gaming equipment does too, but not like the MJ space. So that's what you got to kind of figure out, like what percentage you want to put in and how much you want to do and how big do you want to build something based on its risk. So these three, honestly, I might buy all three next week, especially if the market downward trends, but all these are great buys right now. Market thoughts, I kind of just briefly said it. I really think the market's going to bleed down slowly. If you look at the market the past 6 weeks, every week it's almost been red. Week over week, it's been red. It's slow, very slow. But I think it might continue to do that for a while, or it might just drop off if some bad news comes out and someone says something like the Fed or something like that, where it scares people. So I do think we're not going up. I think we're going to stay stagnant or slowly bleed down, which is why I'm very cash heavy right now. Just want to be prepared for anything. My positions, truly, I have it, I'd say 60 to 70% built out to where I want it. Corsair Gaming is probably 50%. Tattoo Chef is my biggest position, so I'd be okay with not, like if this runs up, I'm 90% built out, so I'd be okay with letting it run. So with that said, I'm probably going to focus on these two this week just because I want to build them up a little more, because this one's already my second biggest position, and Tesla being my biggest, which I was in well before the share split and all that. So that's an exception, kind of. So this, you could argue, is my biggest position of what I'm actively working on. So that's all I got. I'm going to make these every Sunday. I think it's kind of cool. If you guys have any questions on these three stocks, let me know. I'd be happy to, give you just chat with you about it. If you let me know your cost base, or I have X amount of dollars left, but I have this and that. Like, I'd be happy to chat with you about stuff like that and try to give you a little bit of advice. But yeah, that's all I got. Like, subscribe, comment below. Peace.